What is up, everyone? I got an exciting couple of videos for you. So I'm actually going to showcase all my battles from today because I ran it with this team that you see here, Froslass in the lead, with Primeape as a safe swap, and then a Blaziken. Also in the facts, we got a Froslass double fighter line. You know, and Blaziken is definitely spiced from what I'm seeing here. So I just thought I'd give the bird a try. I literally invested, well, I evolved it from a Torchic last night, and I went 17-8 in this run with the 5 sets. So yeah, no, please come along and join me for this journey. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I'm really proud of this day, so enjoy. Righty, hopping into the first one, we got Lickitung, which is not a great matchup, and I got two better responses in the back, so we're gonna go into Primeape. What's beautiful about Primeape? It has moves for the Psychic, Ghost, and the Flyers. So I land an Ice Punch, which is great. I recognize that I should be able to farm down, so I do shield. That way I can get alignment how I want it. You know, Blaziken on the Lickitung, basically. So now I have near back-to-back Night Slash, which is fantastic. And then they bring a Como. So I did blind throw the Night Slash. Not ideal, but they do shield. So thank God they shielded. So that definitely worked out in my favor. I do come with Froslass, as that is definitely a better matchup. And I can honestly not shield here and just come in with Blaziken when the time is right. And look, they came in with Lickitung as I was predicting. So we're just going to counter and Blaze Kick the heck out of this boy with the tongue. So yeah, there's lots of mons with the tongue, but you know what I mean. So let's get to it. I let this go as I can just farm down with, oh crap. Oh, I underestimated the power of Dragon Tail. So I had this game in this was definitely a winnable game, but 'twas not meant to be. So GG to my opponent. Definitely fell for the fast move beatdown, as all three of my Pokemon do not have any reasonable bulk whatsoever like a Noctowl does. Sorry, I kind of forgot I lost that one. I was just really excited with how this day still went overall. So, Froslass versus DD, definitely staying in here. They will likely build up to a Rock Slide, and honestly, it's kind of either way, whether they go Rock Slide or Psycho Boost, depending on what they have in the back, and then they have Greedent. So I'm going to chip this Greedent here and then come in with my Primeape and farm up. Hopefully they only get to one Body Slam. I guess I decided to stay in and go for another Avalanche here. I guess I'm going to try to swap now, but no. All right, so I will shield up my Froslass and go with my Primeape here. So we're just going to farm down. I will be hit with the Body Slam, but totally okay with that. Body Slam won't chunk that much. It is Greedent. It's not exactly a glassy Pokemon by any means. And then they're going to come in with Deoxys. They should have been Energy Dry, so I think that was 3 or 4 counters. We're going a little fast here. And then do one more counter, Night Slash. Hopefully this gets the shield. And it does, which is perfect. And we get the attack boost. So this is fantastic. And, okay, no shields left, which is also great. So I come in. They do a counter, though, which is smart, because now it's very likely they're going for Psycho Boost, and I live it. So come back in, and it's a Lickitung in the back. Thankfully, I had a bit of an energy lead, but I also have to pray this is not Power Up, which it isn't. It's a Body Slam. I'm like, unless they had residual energy, they might have been only able to get to a Body Slam. So I'm going to have this double Avalanche ready to go here, and we're going to take out the Lickitung with one more Powder Snow, and that's going to be a good game to my opponent, as I can Powder Snow down the DD. Pardon the that. I woke up a little earlier than I was expecting. I literally did this set, yes, before 6 a.m. in my local time. Life decisions, y'all. Ha ha. Ash Nestum, okay. Froslass versus Drifloon. Fantastic lead, actually, just because we well outpaced between Avalanche and Shadow Ball. They come in with Primeape, and I'm going to catch the Night Slash onto my own Primeape. So that was fantastic. I will go for a Night Slash of my own. I'm hoping that they'll shield, which is totally... If they shield, I'll shield, but they don't. So I'm actually going to no-shield myself. I'm hoping I can win. And we simultaneous KO. So now here is the tricky part. Who do I come in with? Do I risk they come in with Drifloon again with Froslass? I decide Blaziken, and they come in with their Kanto, Ninetales, and of course a Shadow one. I let this go. It's a Weather Ball, and if they come in with Drifloon, which they do, I come in with Froslass. So, and I thankfully have all that energy stored. So this energy that I stored up is going to be huge, as I will safely shield even just Icy Winds, and I will totally outpace this Drifloon still. In fact, you know, it's like it's still like Icy Wind, and the first Icy Wind, you know, especially when you start out, It is 12 turns to get to the Icy Wind, along with 12 turns to get to an Avalanche. So that is a beautiful thing about this Froslass Drifblim matchup. They realize it's over, and they surrender. So GG to my opponent, because I could just counter down and get a counter/blaze kick, the Ninetales there. So on to the next match here. Oh, this is so good. Yep, trying to get those queue times here. Yeah, the queue times are definitely getting longer here. All right, there we go. That should be fine. Here we go. Sorry about that little wait in between the matches here, but we got Froslass for following. So I'm going to shield the Earthquake. It's fine, but I'm going to swap into Primeape because I got 2 counters for Walrein in the back. I'm going to go for this Night Slash here, hoping for a potential boost. And it looks like they lagged here, so I'm just going to go for the Night Slash. Definitely it should have gone for the Ice Punch in hindsight, assuming, especially recognizing of what happened, they hadn't lagged. And because of the lag, and they surrender. So that was a quick one. GG to my opponent. I am so sorry to that opponent there. That it just stinks when the lag affects you like that. So, yeah. Ugh. Alrighty, on to the next match here. Final one of the first set. All right, Lickitung. So we're going to go into Primeape right away. Altaria comes out. We're just going to go for the Ice Punch, I believe. Yeah. I was kind of learning my lesson from the Nidoqueen matchup. Just want to go straight for the Ice Punch here. Don't want to risk it. And because they're so low, Froslass will be okay. Even with the Dragon Breath, they will get off. And I need an energy lead anyway, so I wasn't going to try to risk countering down because those Dragon Breaths were chunking Primeape there. So I farmed down. Totally fine. I am going to throw an Avalanche as I will need to stall the Switch Clock, and I will be coming into my Blaziken here. Alright, I come in with Blaziken. I am able to catch. I decide not to shield, which was a mistake. I should have been starting to use my shields as they have an Oranguru, and those Confuse are going to chunk. So I'm going to fight the good fight, but at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to recognize when you shield. An Oranguru is definitely a very awesome pick. I just only have 38 candies, and I do not feel like investing in rare candies right now. Where with the Blaziken as a Torchic, I already had enough Torchic candies to evolve, second move, and power up. So I have to... I'm not always totally conservative, but, I have to be conservative more often than not. So that's a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Catching this Carablast here, always fun to see. Alrighty then. Right, set 2 coming up right here. So this first video will be the first 3 sets I did, and then the second part, the part 2 and the final part will be sets 4 and 5 here. So we got Froslass for following. Again, I got 2 great responses in the back, so we're going to draw out likely the hardest counter to my Blaziken, which, yeah, Nidoqueen definitely does pretty well against Blaziken. So we're just going to go with the Ice Punch. Again, learning from my previous matchup here. As I can shield, and in theory, I should be able to safely farm down here. Because counter from a Primeape just chunks that well. In fact, 4, 5... In fact, I think I got there right as they got to the Poison Fang. So, yeah, we're going to go for the Night Slash, and they shield, which is great. Now I can bring in my Blaziken, which is totally great. Righty? And then I have to call if this is an Earthquake or not. I don't think it is. I thought they were off, and they get me. So that was a bad call on my part. And then I go for the Shadow Ball right away. I mean, I did farm a little extra, but knowing Walrein, especially, I don't think it was a Shadow one. Was it Shadow? Yeah, it wasn't Shadow, so there was definitely a case to be made to farm up even more. Let the Psychic hit me, or even just shield the Psychic, too, for that matter. Right? But arguably maybe let the Psychic shield hit me and then to farm up even more. Definitely should have done that as I go for the Shadow Ball. They shield. I thought I could make it, but I couldn't. I was one off. So that is going to be a good game to my opponent. Very well played. There we go, going to the next match, another long queue time. Deoxys again. So, we're going to stand here. They're going to farm up to Rockslide now. They have no reason to Psycho Boost if they want to stand, but I'm still going to shield either way. A Psycho Boost is still chunk, and I want to see what they want to do. They come in with some normal type, very likely it's either Lickitung or Greedent, or that is Greedent. So, I'm going to swap into Primeape. This time I did swap out pretty much right away after I chipped. So, I will let this Body Slam go. Totally fine by me. I should be able to farm down, and I'm able to, so great. Great job there, Primeape. Alrighty, so I have a Night Slash and some change loaded. I do one counter. I'm one away from the next Night Slash, so I will go for it. Typically, you want to go for those Night Slashes right away for the potential boost. In fact, I'm able to get to the next Night Slash. They might have to throw before I get to the next Night Slash, and they got greedy. So, I'm able to get to a third Night Slash here. This is fantastic. Primeape is an incredible safe swap if you can manage it well. Manage health, shields, and energy well. Now we got Cast Form. So I bring in my Froslass as it is pretty much, it has a weaker matchup with the Cast Form, and I needed to expend some energy. So I come in with Blaziken, and I'm just going to farm down here. I'm going to shield. Even, one normal Weather Ball shouldn't knock me out anyway, but that is a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Definitely appreciate the Cast Form there, as Hex, Normal, and Rock Weather Ball is actually a very versatile moveset, especially with the lack of steals in this comp. Obviously, with fighting types, you don't want it anyway there, so kind of irrelevant to say don't have Rock as a fighting. Alrighty then. So, they swap into Luxray. I totally forget the lead here. I wasn't paying attention. Duh. They come with Luxray, and I'm like, oh yeah, Psychic Fangs. And I'm like, I switch into my Primeape, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they have Psychic Fangs. I'm able to live a Psychic Fang, thankfully, and I get the boost. Let's go. Let's go. So I totally shield this, totally fine by me, and I'm able to farm down. This is fantastic. They come in with it's a wing attack, so I am assuming Noctowl here, and it's a Noctowl, and they let it go. I don't know why. I can farm down with my own Noctowl, and I should be able to farm down with, Noctowl, my Froslass. And they come in with a Alolan Golem, and that's going to be a good game. I'm surprised they didn't throw a move. I thought they were out of move, but good game to my opponent, very well played. So it's just like, so it must have been, it was a Noctowl in the lead. That makes way more sense than the Alolan Golem, clearly. So yeah, good game. Alrighty, let's get to the next match here. Alrighty. Next one, we have Froslass versus Froslass. So, I like to go into Primeape as I can still get to the Night Slash when they get to the first Avalanche. And Primeape wins CMP. I remember learning that the first time I faced Primeape, and that was a hard pill to swallow there. So, they're definitely farming up. I've honestly lost count of a little bit here. I think they're at 10, so they should be 2 more away from the second Avalanche. Yep, I think I recognize that, which is why I go for the next Night Slash. And they go again. So, I will shield. I believe I shield again. I do not. Do I farm in with Froslass? That might be the play. Either one is fine. I'm gonna let the switch clock go. Yep, I farm down. I should be able to farm down, and I am. Froslass with that much energy advantage is huge, even against a user like Lickitung. And then I come with Blaziken, and it's a Walrein, and they know that it's game over. They definitely reacted. They had to. Lickitung needs to stay aligned to Froslass, so totally understand that. There was no mistake there. Just got hard counter there toward the end. Alrighty, on to the final match in the second set here. We got DD again. So, same drill. We're going to farm up to the rock, same as they farm up to Rock Slide. We're going to let them throw first because I want to see what they want to do first. But this time they only go for Psycho Boost. And they come in with Walrein. So I'm going to actually come in with Blaziken. And they don't. I'm pretty sure they didn't farm up to Earthquake. And that's why. And I didn't shield my Froslass, so I'm not going to shield my Blaziken. So I'm going to go for the Blaze Kick here. They let it go. It's not surprising. There is a case to be made. I could have farmed up maybe 1, probably 2 at the most. I will go for this Blaze Kick here. I was like, they're going to shield anyway. Go for the safer play. And they let it go. I'm like, why? Why? I'm going to come in with Froslass and just shield and farm down. They can go for a Seed Bomb. That's totally fine. Because this energy is going to be hugely useful. And then they surrender. They don't even know how to Primeape them back, but this is definitely not in their favor just because Psycho Boost was a super effective move and not Rock Slide. They would have had to bait with the more expensive moves. So we got a Lickitung here. So yeah. Not the best Lickitung I've caught, but yeah. Oh, let's do Pokegenie. I forgot I can't have 2 overlays at once, so hang tight. All right, we got the third and final set for this video. So, this battle, we got Dredigan. Alrighty, we're going to stay with Froslass, and we are going to chip. We will most likely be spending a shield each. I do get an extra Powder Snow through, which is ideal. Hopefully I don't fall for the Dragon Tail beatdown underestimating it like the earlier match with the Komodo. So I come in with Primeape, hoping to catch a Night Slash, but they held their energy. I might have timed it a little wrong, but they go for a Dragon Claw. And then they come in with Froslass. So I should be able to get to a second Night Slash here, provided they don't throw. And I go for the Night Slash, which is great. If they do go, yep, they got a shield if they want to maintain alignment. And they definitely do shield, so that's totally fine. Alright, do I come in with Blaziken? I do. I believe I do. Nope, I come in. Alright, I am going to shield this. Then I farm up some more, and then I come with Blaziken to snipe down, so I'm able to get there before their next move, which is great. Then they come in with Wall Raid, but drawed against Glassy, so that it's not... It actually kind of makes sense to a fault. They catch on with my Blaze Kick. That is a beautiful catch, but I'm able to no bubble it, farm up some more. They have to throw an Earthquake, and I'm like, this can't be an Earthquake. It is a nice little spear, and I'm able to get to the next Blaze Kick and take out the Wall Raid. That is going to be a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Righty, let's get into the next match here. Righty, Newt Scamander, love that name. Okay, Froslass, I'm going to go into Primeape right away. Primeape is an excellent modding to use against Froslass. They come with Noctowl. Oh, good catch on them. They knew exactly what I was going to go for. So, I'm going to go for the next Ice Punch, I believe. Yep, this is Ice Punch. They are either at the Sky Attack on our one away. They can easily shield and farm down, but they let it go through. What do I do here? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Do I let it go? Okay, now I shield. Okay. I'm going to farm down. Okay, they come in. Oh, and then lag happens. They should have been able to get to an Avalanche before my Night Slash, so that is unfortunate with the mutual lag there. Couldn't really help it. All right, so who do I come in with next? There's a match where I come in with Blaziken. I think this is the one. I come in with Blaziken, expecting them to probably bait. I mean, I was taking a huge risk, and I'm able to call the bait successfully. So I do shield this. It's definitely an Avalanche, and I'm going to farm up. And I'm going to go for the Brave Bird here. Let's see if we can boom. And then I realized that was actually a mistake, as I am down a shield and they have energy. So that was a good game to my opponent. At least I was able to land a Brave Bird on the Pidgeot. I might have still lost, but definitely going for the Brave Bird like I did was not the play in order to try to win that for a win con. So good game to my opponent. Very well played. Right, Altaria, fantastic lead here. All right, they're going to go into Oranguru. So, all right, definitely learn later that I'm going to chip this Oranguru actually first. I will go for a Night Slash. Hopefully they don't shield. Great. Oh, and we knock each other out. So this is fantastic. So I got lucky with that booster. Now I have to do the, which one do they bring in again? I bring in Blaziken, and it's a Deoxys. So this is perfect. I can just save shields for my Altaria. Or not Altaria, my Froslass. Froslass is my win condition. I just need to do as much chip damage as possible. I do decide to shield the Psycho Boost because I was nervous about the Dragon Breath though. So I should have trusted in my Froslass. And yeah, with one shield, I'm not going to be able... I realize that I'm either going to just make it or not make it. I do have to shield. I have to farm down. That is my only win con now at this point. And unfortunately, I know they made it. I was hoping they'd be like at 1 HP because they would shield and farm down. But no, with no shields, that's a good game to my opponent. Very well played. So definitely a potentially winnable matchup, though granted a little dependent upon the opponent shielding an earlier move. But yep. That's why Wall Rain's amazing against Altaria, especially in on-shadow, because it's just got the bulk that Froslass doesn't. All right, Wall Rain matchup. We're going to swap into Primeape. They come in with Deoxys, so we're going to go for these Night Slashes. Pretty clear why. Dark is amazing against Sidekick. You know, dark moves are still allowed, just not dark types. And we get the boost. Let's go. We get the boost. Alrighty, another Night Slash here incoming. They did go for a Psycho Boost. I will definitely double... I believe if I have to double shield, I'm considering it. I get another Night Slash off. This is fantastic. Let's see if they shield or not. They don't shield. All right, they're going to keep their last shield. And they come in with a Cresselia. So I'm hoping I can make it to another Night Slash. They will likely shield this because I'm boosted. And they do. Not surprising. Let's see if I can make it. And I make it with like 1 HP in a dream. Let's go. This is a 2-stage boosted Night Slash. Let's go. And I do swap out to avoid getting farmed down. And to basically make sure I can align my Blaziken with the Wall Raid. Now, granted, I am... I am banking on the fact that the Cresselia does not have Future Sight, as I'm sure I'm likely going to get baited with a Grass Knot, with having a shield left. So, this is perfect. I can farm with 1 counter, and I have a potential Sack Swap. But I'm still banking on that they have Moonblast, and that should not take me out. I'm able to sneak a counter through, so I need 3 more counters, I believe. Yep. And I'm able to sneak another one in, which is fantastic. Please be. And it's a Moonblast. Thank goodness. We survived. We get the Blaze Kick. And that is going to be a good gain to my opponent. Very well played. Whew. All right, one more match here, folks. All right, Greedent. So we're going to swap right into Primeape. Again, we got 2 good responses in the back, and that's an Altaria. Look at how they're just coming out with things that typically counter, but I got moves that are super effective. Honestly, Primeape is hugely recommended by Zionic, which is why I invested in this Primeape actually for the Retro Cup. I do let it go down because I can farm down with Froslass. Again, Greedent needs to land 2 crunches, or a crunch, body slam, crunch with the debuff, then a body slam, and then maybe a bullet seed or 2. So I do shield though because we have the shields and I might as well use them. Righty, and then I use a clock. It's a Cofagrigus, so this is I have to use a shield on Blaziken. My win con is to make sure I can get this Cofagrigus low enough that either Froslass can get with the Shadow Ball, farm down, or if I get both shields, Froslass can hit with the Shadow Ball. So I bait, and we're going to go for the Brave Bird until we get it. Please don't shield or shield. Hopefully it works either way. Boom! Let's go! We Brave Bird the Cofagrigus to an even deeper Shadow Realm. Let's go. Then I come with Greedent. I have double Avalanche, and this should be a good game. Or if I need one more Powder Snow, it's one more Powder Snow. Good game to my opponent. That looked... It came down to them. Honestly, I think calling the bait. The Blaze Kick bait. Not so much the Brave Bird, it was the Blaze Kick. Because at that point, I had a Shadow Ball loaded. That was just incredible. Alright, so we got a Skwovet here. Oh, looks like I did it again. But yeah, no, so those were the first 3 battles. So we went 10-5 in these 3 sets here. So which tells you we went 7-3 on the next 2 sets here. So just hang tight for later today for part 2 here. Thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you in part 2.